Hey, we're back for, I guess, a little bit of this tonight. A little bit of Magic the Gathering Forge. A little bit of Realm of Legends. I believe, yeah, I just stopped right outside the Underworld. Yeah, the Underworld Cavern, the Theros-themed Underworld Cavern. Yeah, this is what we just stopped, like, right outside. So I already did clear out some of this cave. Got far enough to see the merchant selling the... Okay, like, I can't make him... I can't give him mana shards to just make him sell more packs. Yeah, I don't believe he's ever gonna sell anything ever again. Except for that, like, other, like, speed boost, but I have, like, the two, like, higher tier speed boosts already. As much as I like Marath here, I do kind of want to build and try out another deck. I mean, I have the collection to definitely warrant making a new deck and seeing how well that goes for me. Yeah, nothing against Marath, it's just I've played the deck, like, so much in the past month or so. It's crazy. Alright, every single time I draw a card, I'm gonna lose 1 life for it. Well, start with the Mana Dork. Yeah, I will draw 2 more cards, and I will be fine with losing 2 more life. I mean, I still get to draw the cards. Each opponent chooses a different non-land card from among the top 10 cards of your library. I pick 1 card basically to put into his hand, right? I think the Ornithopter is just like another Mana Dork or something, so I'll give him that. This does mean I'm gonna draw 1 extra card and lose 1 extra life, but... Again, I still do get to draw the cards. Maybe I didn't think this through because now I have to throw away like 3 of them. We'll do that. Whenever this deals combat damage to a player. I'll have to worry about that if it actually ends up hitting me, but I can just throw a Path to Exile at it. I'll destroy the Underworld Dreams. Attack with all these creatures that have +1/+1 counters on them. And because of Kodama, now gonna get a whopping 3 basic lands out of my deck. Tap, but still, that's besides the point. Play a Mother of Runes and pass. Whenever Sphinx of Bethune enters the battlefield, reveal the top 5 cards of your library. I separate them into 2 piles, and then he picks 1 up into his hand. Okay, he chose the pile with 3 cards, understandably so. I'm just gonna erode that Sphinx. Alright, we have no more basics on our deck anymore. I'll just play Crit Hood Behemoth and win the game. Nice looking fact or fiction. Sudden spoiling. Until end of turn, creatures target player controls lose all abilities and have base power toughness 0-2. Don't know if I'll find a use for that, but that's an interesting find. Protection from goblins. I'd say oddly specific, but goblins are pretty, like, yeah, goblins are still pretty common in the game of Magic. Well, yeah, physicist, huh? Oh, you have a team for your pressure-inspired project, do you? Oh, you think you found a team? Two, potentially 3 people, I think is still enough to at least make some sort of a game. I believe that's still a sizable team to make something small to start. And I would recommend, yes, starting out small. Is this any good? Well, I guess on the right deck. You are truly deep now. The darkness taking on an aggressive quality seems to dim even your light spells and enchantments to let you see in darkness. I didn't know I had spells to let me see in darkness. I just always assume I can see with like 20/20 vision. I just assume we can see everything. Ooh, Shadow Spear, which I already seem to own. I already have a copy, it looks like. Who is this guarding the tunnel? Anithia, and she even has a companion. Each non-land card in your starting deck shares a card type. So if I had to guess, based on the commander I'm looking at, every single non-land card in her deck is either going to be a creature or probably more likely an enchantment. I'm guessing every single card in her deck's an enchantment. If so, then that's going to make Aura Shards go extra hard in this matchup. 3 lands, but not a single one can make green. Surely can't be that hard to draw into a land that does produce green right now, right? Well, I guess I can at least do something turn 1. Traditional 100 rooms plus final stretch gameplay. I know Pressure did that, but now I'm just wondering, like, I think I vaguely... I've never played Doors. I never played the game that inspired it, but... I don't know, I remembered hearing something about 100 rooms, and then there's, like, a final stretch. Oh, really? That's what I'm looking for. I don't know how I really thought you also had, like, a few doors after 100. But obviously it wouldn't be called the Ridge in that game. Yeah, I spent all this time playing Pressure, but I never even played the game that, like, originally inspired it in the first place. I know, right? Okay, so I guess every single card in my opponent's deck is an enchantment. That's not... If it's not a land, it's an enchantment. So yeah, a deck full of enchantments, and I'm playing Aura Shard, so that every single time I play a creature, I can just destroy one of these. With every creature I so much as play, or even just... Even if I just make tokens. Yeah, I think we're gonna have a really easy time here. And no, I don't want to blow up my own stuff. Sure, we'll just keep discarding cards. Oblivion Ring. Exile another target non-land permanent. I have my commander out so I can cast Deflecting Swamp for 0, let's do that. Another target non-land permanent, you say? It's gonna have to be one of my own things. I guess something I'm not expecting to use at this rate. So I can sacrifice a creature. Okay, I must already have this. I could sacrifice a creature to draw cards equal to its power, then just discard 3 cards. And then this. Yeah, if I want to play my own enchantment deck, but I think I'll pass on the idea. Whenever you cast a historic spell, so that would be an artifact, legendary card, or a saga. Draw a card. Yeah, I play a deck full of artifacts and just draw a card for every single one I play. Oh hey, I have that card also. So I have this ugly looking goblin here, if that's even a goblin. No, I think that's like a swamp troll. And then this giant. Flage, Titan of Fire's Fury. Yup. Creatures entering the battlefield don't cause abilities to trigger. If I play a creature spell, this becomes a 4/4 with protection from each of the colors that the creature I cast was. Interesting. If I play a creature spell, this becomes a 4/4 with protection from, yeah, like each of the colors that... So I'll probably not want to play. This is my first spell that gives this protection from all 3 of Marat's colors. I really wouldn't want to do that. That wouldn't be such a good idea. And then I know what these 2 do. Okay, this is just a mana rock. Not really doing anything for now. Right. This is his commander, so of course he can play that turn 3 and then... Wait, how is it sticking around on the field? Torpor Orb. Oh, right. Creatures entering the battlefield don't cause abilities to trigger, including its sacrifice and unless it escaped. Including that ability. So I guess it just casts the 6/6 for 3 mana. He doesn't get the ETB to do 3 damage or something, but it doesn't just immediately sacrifice itself unless he plays it from the graveyard. Wow, still. Anyways, might have my work cut out for me. Okay, I did just immediately discard the card I went to search for. Good going. Oh, I don't draw a card because of this. True. That doesn't quite work either. Yeah, I'm not so sure I can win this one at this rate. Yeah, I'm not so sure I'll be able to pull this one off. I mean, if I can play Marath and just get it with the Gorgon's head equipped and then just start doing damage to the creatures, but... I don't know, we're kind of asking for a lot here. Not even sure if I can actually set up a board before I'm just dead outright. Top card on my deck doesn't seem to help me either. I still don't even know how much time this is going to buy me anyways. I mean, this won't have trample anymore, but I think I'm still, like, so far behind anyways. Yeah, so now I'm at 3 life. I don't have a plan here. Okay, it's a best 2 out of 3. But yeah, I clearly didn't have a plan there. Alright, I guess that'll be my first turn. I'm gonna destroy, let's see. Yeah, I think that's what I'll just do. I think that makes sense to play it that way, I think so. And then we'll also play an Incubation Druid, and then... pass. Sure, I'll take 4 damage. So this is gonna die, and then this sacrifices itself unless it escapes. From the graveyard specifically. I would know because I'm also playing this in the 99 of my deck. So I would know. Create an XX green... No, we'll do 1 damage to this token here. Okay, that's 1 less creature I have to deal with later. Anyways, I think I'll just have to pass. Okay, so all his giants now deal double damage. Protection from white, so I have nothing. This is white, and so is this, so I can't block. Oh no, I'm trying to come up with some fancy play here. That actually makes sense. Okay, I've deterred him from attacking with the board that I managed to set up. Nice. Whenever a permanent entering the battlefield causes the triggered ability to trigger, counter that ability unless its controller pays 2. Wow. Okay, so this is the ability I forgot to actually pay the 2 for, I see. Yeah, definitely felt like I messed that up one way or another. Alright, so that's like the least impactful Craterhoof I played all series. Oh, flying. So if anything, I should get that off the field, and now I no longer have to play under it since that's now off the field. Don't have to deal with it anymore. And now all of this is gonna resolve, and I don't have to like stop to pay 2 mana for all these triggers. And just like that, we're gonna do some serious damage to the board that he had. Creatures entering the battlefield. Again, don't cause abilities to trigger. Oh, branching evolution, that's hilarious. I should be able to just win the game on the spot here anyways, let's be real. Again, but yeah, he gets to go first. We'll give this hand a try. Oh, right, that's gonna become a 4/4 with protection from white straight away. Yep, and that's a Shadow Spear. Okay, I actually want to draw some cards, though. I don't care, I do want to draw them. Pass. Now I have to deal with Flage, plus this 5/5 protection from white here. I guess worst case scenario, we can try and just have a bigger board than he does. Hopefully Ouroboros can just stick around for a few turns and get us there. Targeting Glintai to do 3 damage with Flage in response. Protection from red. Also, this is just gonna block because, yeah, this has protection from red, so we won't take any combat damage either. We'll take 10 damage from this, but that's besides the point. I'll get this Calamity Bearer off the board. Wait, and now my Ouroboros going also. I forgot about the double damage. I forgot about the double damage part. Now my creature's gone too. Now I'm also missing a creature. And just like that, I'm suddenly at 9 life. Suddenly. And yes, of course this has trample. Of course it does. Oh, I think I really fucked up this. I think I fucked this up completely. Yeah, I think we fucked up the play. Protection from white. So now I'm at 6 life. Just so I stop losing life every single time I draw a card. So we have this in the way, and we have... Okay, that's only a 1-3. But yeah, we still have this in the way. And no way to even, like, get it out of the way either. No way to remove Flage, so yeah, I think we're done here. I'm thinking we're done for. Yeah, this has Trample. Protection from white. Do I just die if I don't block with everything? I think so. Yeah, I'm at 1 life. And I don't see how to remove any of this either. And I can't remove any of these creatures. Yeah, I have to just accept the loss. I'm tempted to maybe just try another deck against Flage over here. I might try another deck against them. As a matter of fact, just because I've been meaning to update this deck because I haven't really touched it in a while, I'd like to actually go back and upgrade it a bit. Yeah, I want to go and just, yeah, upgrade this ever so slightly. And then kind of just start playing it again. Because, yeah, we got some more pretty good cards I can just throw in here. If I need to just specifically deal with red permanents, yeah, we got blue elemental blast. If I scroll further down, we're gonna see even flash flood, and yeah, if we need hydroblast, I guess maybe I don't have it yet. I guess hydroblast isn't in my collection, but yeah, that would also just be destroy a permanent if it's red or counter a spell if it's red. Anyways, yeah, that's just something I want to be doing against a red deck that I'm playing against right now. This can just, yeah, do -3/-3 on anything. Yeah, I did mention I have quite a few cards I want to add to this deck here. Quite a few cards indeed. Ah, Daybreak Coronet. Enchant creature with another aura attached to it. To give it +3/+3, first strike, vigilance, and lifelink. Ah, yes. That's just a solid piece of, yeah, tempo right there. Yeah, if I need to draw even more cards, I guess there's also Underworld Connections. Why don't we also try the other Zur? The 3-mana Zur, the one that just animates your non-aura enchantments if you just pay 1 in the white. Why don't we try that too? Oh, yeah, Barrogoyf. I have Barrogoyf, I want to play Barrogoyf. And we're gonna have to take out, like, what? 11 cards or something? Okay, make that 12 because that's another card I want to put in my deck. Oubliette can make something phase out until it leaves the battlefield. Yeah, we have another board wipe. If I want to just destroy all the lands, we have Armageddon for that. Oh, Deadly Rawlik. If I control my commander, I can just play that for 0, exile any creature. For 0 mana. I'm pretty sure I have plenty of other just 3-mana enchantments that just let me draw extra cards, so I don't think I'm gonna need to throw Shorakai in here. I don't think that's gonna be too necessary now. I have Daybreak Coronet to give me lifelink at this point. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Maybe I'll take that out. I can always just put it back in if I change my mind. Yeah, we're definitely gonna want to hold on to the Spirit Mantle. Still, yikes, I gotta take like 10 cards out of here. How am I gonna get rid of like 10 cards at this point, even? I don't know, I'm just desperate to cut this down to like 99 cards again. So I'm thinking, yeah, we're gonna have to make a lot of cuts here for this to actually work. I don't want to cut Lightning Greaves, I want to have a way to give Zur haste. That's why the drawbridge is also in here. Really underestimating just, yeah. Wait, I only have 33 lands? Plus I have this and this that are lands on the back. Okay, clearly we're not gonna want to, like, cut any lands here. If I could just cut like 2 more cards, we're good to go. I already have Delny that can just let me double up on my Xur triggers. Unless I just put too many auras onto Xur that makes him too big, so he's not like power 2 or less anymore. And how many creatures do I even still have in the deck? Like 16? So in other words, yeah, barely any creatures left. Also, I actually do want to try Spell Queller in here as well. And that's just also a pretty good board wipe, so let's throw that in as well. And now I gotta cut 2 more cards from the deck, just like that. Now I gotta just make 2 more cuts. Yeah, I'm just actually desperate to get this back to 99 cards. So I'm hoping what I do have here is still very functional. Because we're gonna try it out against Flage right now. Oh hey, I have another creature I could just put auras onto to make it stronger. I wanted to give this a try after, like, who knows how many weeks of just not even playing Xur the Enchanter. Also, why is he barefoot? And no, I'm not doing this for the feet. I guess that way we're gonna see what's in his hand. He's probably just gonna play a Lightning Helix. He can play a Lightning Helix next turn. And just kill this. Yeah, we literally just saw that in his hand last turn. That's how we knew. Oh. No ETB, so I don't draw a card. I guess what I could maybe do is just pass. I'm gonna wash away that Flage. Wash that away for sure now. Is this still an enchantment? Or is it no longer an... Okay, now it's a creature. So once this stops... Yeah, once this turns into a creature, it stops... It looks like it stops being an enchantment entirely. So Seal of Cleansing won't answer it. I see. I didn't see anything in his hand that could just immediately remove Xur, so we're just gonna cast Xur and we should be safe. That's a pretty nice draw for next turn. Can't cast spell. I can't play any spells during his turn. Honestly, I wasn't trying to anyways. So yeah, we're gonna play a Delny. So when Xur attacks, it's going to trigger twice because of Delny. Yeah, attack triggers are still gonna go through. So, attack. Yeah, we got 2 triggers here. Now to just figure out what we're doing with them. So I know the Opal Titan is protection from blue and black. Not from white, though. And then the other one... I'll just give him a Spirit Mantle. Okay, so I just realized my counter magic is useless right now because of this. Oh, but I think I might still have him right where I want him. I'm thinking I'll even... Actually, let's just grab a Twin Blade Blessing and slap it here. I just really wanted that Voice of Victory off the board. Yeah, I just really wanted that to go. Alright, give Zerg protection from red, because why not? I'll use some spare mana to drop a Barrogoyf and then pass. Oh wow, right back to me. Apparently can't even come up with anything else. Okay, Ethereal Armor should also give this a lot of... I'm gonna win with, yeah, commander damage at that point. 13-16 double strike, that's just gonna win the game on the spot. Oh, but he gets to go first now, of course. So yeah, he's up first. This is either a single target creature removal or it's all of them. This is a board wipe. Single target creature removal, counterspell. This can be any instant or sorcery I want. And 2 lands. I think we can play this. Keep the Flooded Strand where it is. Okay. I don't really have any like ETB or death triggers I that badly need to get in this deck. This is not really like the deck that needs that per se. That's a creature, yes. I'll just put Malcolm on the field. I'll let both of them hit me. Alright, so I have 3 mana. What should I do with it? First, I'll just attack to get some more cards into my hand, and then to see what my options are going to be going forward. Yeah, this way, because I'm going to just draw those cards immediately because of Glintine to feel them. Whatever I put on top of my deck is just going to go straight to my hand. I guess this way I can just counter Flage, and it won't resolve. Assuming he casts it even. No, it doesn't look like that's what he's doing. Alright, play Zur the Enchanter. I'd love to cast that next turn. I would love to play that on the next turn. Generous Gift, destroy... No, Zur the Enchanter. Command Zone. Now I'll have to wait even longer to get a chance to attack with this. Or I could even try and just play the other Zur. We'll do Sheoldred the Apocalypse. Okay, this can get rid of that Underworld Dreams. I think I would really love to do that. Flage, Strict Proctor. Oh, right. Creatures entering the battlefield don't cause abilities to trigger, so this won't kill anything. But I won't die either. But what I guess I will just do next is throw down an Aura of Silence to take out the Underworld Dream, so I stop losing life every time I draw a card. Just so that stops being an issue. Let's attack like this now, shall we? Alright, let's gain some life back. Play my land for turn. Pass back to him. How much mana do you still have to spare? I only count 2 untapped lands. I'm gonna cast a No More Lies. So yeah, so we can try to get Zur onto the battlefield again. Spending all the mana I had available to do so. Okay, so I get to play Solitude for free is what you're telling me. Oh, no, enters the battlefield, so it just comes in as a 3/2 lifelink. I mean, at least I'm still putting this on the battlefield for free, don't get me wrong. Rip Apart deals 3 damage to... okay, Solitude. Alright. Who do I want to remove from the field first? Or I just tap something down? And become the Monarch. Both pretty much render this useless and draw an extra card every turn. I'll just play an Arcade Signet so I'm not like 7 cards, so I don't have like 8 cards in hand when I pass. Okay, we still do have 8 cards in hand when we pass it back. Sure. Put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Okay. I'll play that Treasure Cruise and I'll delve 7 cards. Draw 3 cards for 1 mana. And then from here... I can give, yeah, Zur lifelink until end of turn with this here. Ethereal Armor. Select target creature enchantment to put a +1/+1 counter onto. I'll make Zura 710. Oh, did I just gain more life? Yeah, because of course I do. Every time I draw a card, I gain life. So now every time I draw a card, I can just put a random +1/+1 counter on something. For every card we draw. Alright, I guess the elephant. Yeah, he's not looking so hot right now. Avacyn, Angel of Hope. That makes all his shit indestructible, right? So because I just draw a card, I get to put another counter on this. Yes. All I need to do is just attack with this. Go grab anything that can exile a creature, and then this will be dealt with. And then that'll be enough to deal with it. Okay, Helion is a creature as well, that's nice. Oubliette. Make Avacyn phase out. Pretty much treat it as if she doesn't exist anymore. Alright, he's just gonna... Yeah, he's actually gonna die next turn from this. He has to draw for his draw step. And yeah, Sheoldred just kills him there. Tome of the Builder, Tutor of Plains, 0/4 artifact wall, gain 2 life. So which one of these is it? Oh, not bad at all. Recruiter of the Guard. Just by playing this, I can search my deck for a creature card with toughness 2 or less. Not bad at all, actually. Yeah, would like to keep that Recruiter of the Guard. Search for anything with toughness 2 or less for only 3 mana, that's pretty nice. What does this do? Okay, it does a few things. Yes. Oh, I see. He's also starting with the Torpor Orb, I see. I'm gonna put one of my lands back. I'm gonna, in case I need to just wipe the board of creatures, I'll keep a Toxic Deluge handy. Alright, so we're already hitting me in the face for 5 here. That escalated pretty quickly. Anyways, pass. Actually, no, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do Solitude right now. I just remembered this is on the field, so if I evoke Solitude, I'm just literally wasting 2 cards. Well, actually, no, not exactly wasting 2 cards. This will enter the battlefield and it won't get sacrificed, but it won't get rid of anything when it enters, though. But now it's his turn again. Oh, now it's my turn again. Alright, let's try this. Zur the Enchanter. Let's try this out. I'll just exile this for 0. Play another land, yes. We'll even give him double strike, because why the hell not? Seal of Cleansing, destroy Underworld Dreams. And now pass. Well, return all creatures to their owner's hands. And all the enchantments that Zur had on them, gone. Like they never existed. I'll spend a whole turn recasting them. And then you wonder why I'm not really that big a fan of playing stuff that costs like 4 or more mana. If it gets removed one way or another, even if it's put back into my hand, still gotta spend like possibly an entire turn just replaying it. And then what if it just gets killed again? Like then what? Alright, let's just lock this thing down with a Fall from Favor. I'll grab a... Oh, whoops. Daybreak Coronet. I forgot this didn't already have something attached to it. I forgot I just replayed and it didn't actually have... Oh, wow. I forgot about this. I forgot Zur didn't have any enchantments on him at the time, so... Is this 6 cards? So I basically just gave my opponent a free aura. And a pretty good one at that. I think that's only going to be a problem if they ever get to untap their creature. Because what are First Strike, Vigilance, Lifelink going to do if the creature can't attack or block? But anyways, yeah, still, I gave him a Daybreak Coronet by accident. Not my proudest moment. Okay, this time I'm gonna give him something that's... Yeah, this time I'm gonna give him something bad. Okay, pay 6 energy to draw 3 cards. Understood. Okay, cast Barrogoyf. I'll attack like this. Heliod Suncrowned. And I have enough devotion to white that it's actually gonna be a creature. With 2 creatures from your hand onto the battlefield. Okay. Alright, so what do we do here? Okay, I guess literally just take our next turn. That's what we do. So I can give Lifelink. I'm gonna give the Flying Eyeball Lifelink as well. This doesn't have Flying or Reach, neither does this. I'll just do the attacks this way. Not that many, like, enchantments left in my deck at this point. I'm gonna get rid of, let's see, I'm gonna get rid of the 7/6. Alright, select something to get +1/+1 counters on it. I guess mill some cards and I guess put a Spell Queller back into my hand, even though it's not going to really do much of anything. Alright, I'm just going to turn the piece of the Power 9 into a 2/2 creature. Return all non-land permanents to their owner's hands. And I have nothing to really stop this. All non-land permanents to their owner's hands. Wait, so I have a... Yeah, and now I have 22 cards in my hand. There's no way I can play everything without having to discard. Yeah, there's no way I can recast all this. I guess try and just put, like, some of my best stuff back onto the battlefield. Alright, so that's just gonna be, like, pretty much gone. And then I think I'll just do Fresh Start to remove... Or just to completely neuter the Rampaging Ballots. Make them just kind of useless. And then discard 12 cards. Yeah, this really hurts to discard 12 cards, but it's what we gotta do right now. No, I don't think I want to say goodbye to Ancestral Recall. How many cards are still in my hand? Besides, too many. Are we done yet? Are we done yet? One more card. There we go. Discard 12 cards. Unreal. Unreal. Okay, but this is just a 2/7. Oh, okay, so it's back in the command zone for some reason. I'll replay Zur. Alright, so I guess that doesn't, untap anymore. Oh wait, I still already had the Monarch. Don't know why I felt the need to get it back. I'll just attack with this. Alright, attack for 2. Big whoop. Okay, put the Torpor Orb back. Sure, why not? Actually, I want to draw 3 cards. I want to draw 3 more cards. Because I have plenty of shit to exile. As you could imagine. Oh, Sheoldred the Apocalypse, wow. We'll play that. Just because I can do that for 0 mana. I'll put my Barrogoyf back onto the battlefield also. I'll give him a Spirit Mantle. Alright, pass. I guess if he even has, like, any possible way to stop this. This doesn't fly or have reach or anything. None of these creatures do, and I have the Flying Eyeball and Zerd that can just end the game on the spot. Select the card to attach to Shieldred. Oh wait, he's still alive. Not for much longer, though. And then we still have to play another game. It would have been done probably like 5 minutes ago if he didn't just play that return all non-land permanents to their owner's hands card. And then I had to discard like 12 cards because I could not put everything back on the board before I ran out of mana to do so. And then I just couldn't get everything back on the board, so what do you expect? Sure. Yeah, unfortunately I have like nothing to cast still. Well, I guess except for Swords of Plowshare, so his creature stops beating me up. Okay, back to me already. I'll just go get an island off of this. I just want to see what I draw into next turn. Alright, create a gold token. Uro. Wash away that. Play Zur, and hopefully that can stick around to just attack next turn. But for now, I have to just pass it on back. Return all creatures to their owner's hands. Fine. Now I'll have to spend my entire turn just putting Zur back into play. Or better yet, set up some Lightning Greaves so that I play Zur next turn, then can give him haste, and attack with him immediately. Better yet. Oh, right. No enters the battlefield trigger, so this doesn't get to remove anything. Now I gotta deal with the 6/6 again. Oh, but I definitely do have something for it. We're gonna slap the Lightning Greaves on Zur, attack, and remove Underworld Dreams. Now I'm not gonna lose life every time I draw a card anymore. I'll probably want to take a moment to get this off the field, too. Dispeller's Capsule? No, actually, no, not quite. That could remove the Torpor Orb, though. We'll just make Zur attack again. And grab something to... We'll just lock that out of untapping ever again. Oh, wow. Good thing I can just answer it immediately. Okay, even with this, like, lockdown from untapping, he's still gonna get free 4/4s every time he plays lands, so maybe that wasn't the best call. He's still gonna get, yeah, free creature tokens every time he plays lands. Maybe not my best idea. I guess I don't have triple black, don't I? That way, Torpor Orb is gone. So I will draw a card here. Just pass. Bear Umbra attached to Beast token. I'll just counter it. On thin ice, I guess I can just remove... I'll just remove the creature that's actually making the tokens at this point. I think that would be for the better. Exile target non-land permanent, not named Attention Sphere, and all other permanents with the same name as that permanent. So every single beast token is just going to be gone. Perfect. Awaken what now? The Woods. X is 1, so I guess 1 Forest Dryad token, that's it. Oh, just what I needed to refill my hand. Yeah, now it's just gonna be an absolute bloodbath at this point. Alright, so anyways, pass. Return target permanent to its owner's hand, targeting... Anyways, that's fine. And then tap out on my shit. Yeah, this way I can actually attach the Twin Blade Blessing back to Zur. I gotta momentarily move the Greaves over. I'm still gonna move the Greaves over to Baragoi, so this can attack immediately again. Alright, let's go back to combat. I guess just these creatures. Daybreak Coronet on Zur. Alright, pass. I think I have Uro exactly where I want him at this point. Regrowth, return what to its owner's hand? Evacuation? Because if so, yeah, I don't think he's actually going to have another turn. I mean, I have a 7/10 double strike. for starters. And then a whole lot of other creatures attacking him too, even though I'm supposed to be playing a control deck and thus not that many creatures. So yeah, that means we're gonna get some more loot, unsurprisingly. I think this was like actually a really good card back in the day. I think like not so much in 2026, but like yeah, 10 years ago, this was like a pretty desirable rare to pull from. I think, yeah, it was Eldritch Moon or something, I think. And there's even more loot back here that I actually forgot about. It looks like there's even more where that came from. Whenever an enchantment you control enters, create a 2/2 white Pegasus creature token with flying. Interesting. I mean, maybe in my Xur deck, I think this could actually work. At the beginning of your upkeep, double the number of +1/+1 counters on an enchanted creature. I'm thinking my Marath deck might like that. Anyways, I totally forgot to pick up these two books as well. Another Toxic Deluge. Put a +1/+1 counter, a reach counter, and a death touch counter on target creature. Untap it. Okay, we have another way to give Marath death touch, and for only 1 mana, 2, mind you. Is this gonna be another... Yeah, that's what I thought it was gonna be. Modern Horizons 3. And the rare? Actually not bad. Sylvan Safekeeper. I can just sacrifice a land to give any of my creatures Shroud until end of turn. Even himself. Actually not bad. Now who's this? Calyx. Who's this? Guarding... Okay, this is a different Calyx than the one I actually found in one of my packs earlier. That makes blue by itself, and this... I'll just play a Ponder first turn. Closest to top, definitely gonna be... Oh, I shuffled the library. I should have just kept that third land. Now, it's entirely possible I could be in trouble if I just stop. If I just never draw another land again, I could be in trouble. Okay, this is the same creature I play in one of my other decks. Activate only if you control... I do not control an island, so... I think we're still kind of just shit out of luck here. I guess at least until next turn. Until next turn, we're kind of just shit out of luck here. Now I think we should be perfectly good to go here. Now should be able to pretty much just play just about whatever the hell I need to. Now should be casting, like, whatever. I need to remember to take this blue elemental blast out. Wow. Oh, okay, I'll play Aura of Silence to make enchantments harder for my opponent to play, since apparently their deck loves to do that so much. Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to see what all these cards I've... Yeah, this I don't believe I've seen before, and this I don't recognize either. This I believe I recognize. Yeah, I guess it's a... Yeah, it looks like a halfway decent, like, green-white enchantment, like, commander. Yeah, just play a deck full of enchantments, I guess also, like, preferably really good auras, just stack the deck high with them. Every time you play an enchantment, just draw a card. Alright, Spirit Mantle this. I believe at this point I have enough lands as it is. Now I should have enough. Sure thing. I'll put an Ethereal Armor on the Glint-Eye here. No, oh wow, no blocks, so I'm gonna get to, like, draw 9 cards. Remove the Underworld Dreams. And I actually don't think I can do anything else right now. Maybe I'll find a 1-drop in here, but not likely. I didn't think so. That doesn't have haste, right? Okay, I'm at 2 life. Play Delny. I'll remove this. Or just phase it out, I should say. Swing with these two. I'm gonna put the Daybreak Coronet onto Glintinophyllum. 15-15, double strike. No, 15-15. First strike, Vigilance, Lifelink. Now it's double strike. Alright, just like that, we went from 2 life all the way back up to 34. Eldrazi Conscription. Attached to... no, Force of Will. Counter it. That's the +10/+10 and trample? Nah, I gotta counter that. Still gonna be attacking me, I see, with whatever you got. I mean, it's not like I'm at 2 life anymore. I can definitely survive that. But can you deal with the 16-16 double striker? Probably not for much longer. Now we need to just find a way to get rid of all of his shit, and then we're good to go. I hope this also slows him down a bit, too. Wait, this is phased out, and everything else is tapped, so... we can probably just kill him here and now. On thin ice. To exile the only untapped creature they had. So that's gonna hit... yeah, that's a 16-16 double strike, and he's not gonna be able to block it now. So I draw, like, what, 16 cards? And then he just dies. From the second hit. Oh, that was starting to really drag on. Yeah, if only this wasn't green, then I can just slap it into my Zerdak. So, we have more Titans blocking the way, it looks like. More Titans with... yeah, Torpor Orbs. Starting every game with this. That I gotta just force my way through. That's simple enough to understand. We'll keep this hand. We'll try it. So I can get rid of that Underworld Dreams, I guess, immediately. That way I'm not just losing life every single time I draw additional cards. Or any card for that matter. Anything so far, doing a pretty good job. I'll get my scrubland. Play a Ghostly Prison. I guess just to make it ever so slightly harder for my opponent to even attack me. I'll just throw Swords to Plowshares at this thing to get rid of it. Alright, yeah, let's try this out. Zur Eternal Schemer. Oh, nice. I see he's also running the Barrogoyf. Path to Exile. Alright, so I guess so the Ghostly Prison can also attack this turn. I'm just gonna wash away that. I'll play my Barrogoyf. Oh wait, this is still a creature. Oh, it doesn't. It's not until end of turn, even. It permanently stays a creature. So I can just keep attacking with it turn after turn. Don't mind if I do. Yep, sure thing. I'll destroy it with Dam. Sure, let's take this into our hand. Alright, can I even play anything this turn except for when I want to play Wrath of God when I have like 5 creatures? Play a True Name Nemesis and then pass. Oh no, I have to discard 2 cards. Yeah, this is seriously not looking good for the opponent. That much I can tell you. I guess we'll give Barrogoyf Double Strike. Might actually just win on the spot here. There we go. 1 land in the opening hand, I want to put it back. I guess this we're going to be settling for. I'll get Shadowy Backstreet, and I'll put this back on top of the deck, actually. I'll play an Arcane Signet and pass. So that's gonna hit for 10. Each opponent who doesn't discard a non-land card just loses 3 life. And that's gonna hit for 10, so... yeah, I'm gonna have to find an answer to this quickly. I'll just cast Dam. Play Drawbridge, pass. fine. I only lose 3 cards out of my graveyard. Discard 2 cards unless I discard an artifact card. I'll pitch the Baleful Strix. Alright, play Zur the Enchanter. Give him haste. Let's go to combat here. Alright, the Underworld Dreams is gone. Damnation, destroy all creatures. I sadly don't have a blue card to exile to Force of Will, so it's gonna resolve. So yeah, this should most certainly buy him a few turns. Yeah, this buys him a couple turns indeed. Yep. No, I'm just gonna destroy that with a road before it could even attempt to attack. I'll spend all of my mana pretty much to put Zur back into play. Okay, so that's it, huh? Solitude into my hand, which can... I'll just cast it for 5 and forget the Torpor Orb is on the field. Honestly, yeah, I did forget about that. I'll play a Fall from Favor. To tap this down and keep it tapped down, ideally. Yeah, I believe no matter what, this is going to do at least 1 point of damage to me. I'll play my copy of Barrow-goyf. And then use On Thin Ice to remove his. I'll give my Barrow-goyf a Spirit Mantle. Alright, that's 1 less creature now has to work with. Pass. Alicia who laughs at... Oh, Fate. Okay. +2 +0 and gains haste until end of turn. Yeah, I don't really know how he's attacking through this board at this point. I'll even attack with Solitude. Why not? Alright, Daybreak Coronet attached to Barrow-goyf. Now it's a 10-11. I already had lifelink. Now it's got First Strike, and I guess next turn it's gonna have Vigilance. It won't ever tap again when it attacks. Alright, put Heliod into my hand, then just, I guess, cast it. Now we got a Heliod on, and now we got a Heliod in play. Okay, just to force me to discard 2 cards, that's it. We could draw 3 more cards if we wish. You know what? Let's do that. Get even further ahead. Alright, now this thing is gonna have double strike as well as vigilance and lifelink. And protection from creatures, so it's impossible to block. I'll just cast this, because why not? Wait, we have like, what, 39 cards in our graveyard? Apparently. Okay, make it an even 40. He literally doesn't have anything to cast anymore? He's literally out of cards entirely? Well, I guess he is out of cards at this point. At this point, I'm guessing he is out. I'll just turn some of these extra enchantments into creatures so they can start attacking from next turn onwards. Okay, this is gonna attack immediately, so let's do that. Alright, in case we need to draw more cards. Even though we're already drawing plenty. No, I don't think I want to mill more cards. My graveyard is already, like, plenty full. I don't need to mill more. Tome of Triumph. Unstable Landscape Sketchbook. I believe I already own this, but I got another one. At the beginning of each player's main phase, they add 2 green to their mana pool. I think, yeah, my opponent's going to get to add the mana first in, like, most cases, unless I can just get this... Unless I can just get this somehow onto the battlefield during their turn. Okay, that is at least pretty cool. Whenever a player casts a spell, they discard a card. Whenever this attacks, discard your hand and draw 3 cards. And is that like another like different like printing of Arcane Signet? I believe it is. In there, you know what? I'm gonna save this for another day. Whatever's in there, I'm saving it for another day at this point. Okay. Basically Maze of Ith, but you actually have to pay 4 mana to actually activate the ability. I mean, at least it can still make mana by itself. At least it can still actually tap for mana on its own. I wouldn't say strictly worse, this can make mana by itself, but I'd still play Maze of Ith. Probably any day over that other card. Who is this other, like, Titan here supposed to be? I mean, I believe I've defeated, yeah, every, like, Elder Titan, whatever they're called. Every Elder Titan that I know of, at least. Unless there's maybe one I might have forgotten. But yeah, Uro, Kroxa, Flage. Is there another one I'm forgetting about? I don't think so. I really seriously doubt I'm forgetting about any others. And maybe I do also want to just go back and sell some cards. Sell some of my loot. Alright, we just made another 11,000 gold. So yeah, next time I get back on Forged Adventure, Realm of Legends, it's gonna be, yeah, continue to just plow through the Underworld Cavern, because I don't think there's gonna be that many bosses, that many enemies left in there to go fight. It's starting to look like I've cleared out most of, if not almost all of, the Underworld Cavern at this point.